Hello, everybody, and welcome to Racing from Delaware Park. I'm Rich Glazier, and we're going to take a look at Wednesday's races. 8 races on tap. Had some rain today, and of course, we had rain early this morning, and we were off the turf once again. What are you going to do? You can't fool with Mother Nature. But the track stayed fast all day. The main track, despite the showers here and there. I'm afraid, well, because they were off the turf, Bungie had no pick today, and he's so fed up with this rain, he didn't make a pick for tomorrow either. So he actually didn't like anything that well. So no Bungie for tomorrow and no Bungie today. So that's probably a good thing the way he's been going this year. Well, we did have 8 races on tap, and that's all that matters. And there's a winner in every race, as they say. So we hope that you had some of them. And if you're waiting to see if you did, well, what do you say we get right to the action? Here's the field for the opener. 6 furlongs, the 6 of them will go. And the odds-on favorite, Sir Paulie Walnuts. Let's see what happens in race 1. Here's John Curran with the call.
And they're off. Sir Paulie Walnuts away well. Our Paul Thomas toward the outside. Dynamic Dude down toward the inside. Enkidu also right there amongst that group. Then a gap of 4 lengths further back to American Colossus, and I Got Sunshine. As they make their way down the back stretch, Sir Paulie Walnuts by length. Enkidu now in a second, followed by, up on the outside, that's make that our Paul Thomas as they make their way past the half-mile marker. Enkidu is moving up toward the inside as they race into the bend. Sir Paulie Walnuts leads it by a length and a half. Dynamic Dude racing second. Enkidu is third. As dropping back, that is our Paul Thomas. Then comes American Colossus and I Got Sunshine. They're well spread out now with 3/8 to go. Sir Paulie Walnuts by a length and a half. Dynamic Dude's trying to make a run on the outside. 4 lengths further back at Enkidu, and American Colossus trying to rally in fourth as they head for home. Sir Paulie Walnuts under left-handed encouragement. Still leads it by a length and a quarter over Dynamic Dude. It's these two. 5 lengths further back to Enkidu. Sir Paulie Walnuts trying to hang on. Dynamic Dude is making another run on the outside. Sir Paulie Walnuts will prevail. Sir Paulie Walnuts and Carol Cedeno win the opener by 2 lengths. Dynamic Dude getting...
And the favorite wins the opener, Sir Paulie Walnuts. Paul Walnuts, I believe, was a character in The Sopranos. And winning jockey, Carol Cedeno, Cece, we call her. She's the leading jock here at the meet so far. And Scott Lake is now the leading trainer at the meet so far. Thomas Reynolds, the owner. Sir Paulie Walnuts paid $320, $220, $210. Dynamic Dude with Cintron $280, $240. And Kidu with Suarez $3. Exactas just $7 for that 4-3 numbers. Try $14.60. Super with the 2 $17.60. On to the second. This time they're going to go a route, a mile and 70 yards. That's 2 turns here at Delaware Park. The 3-horse Fleetfoot Mac was the odds-on favorite in here. Will we have 2 straight odds-on favorites win? Let's see.
And they're off. High frequency breaks well right there on the outside. That is Fire Moon going with that one as they race into the first turn. Fleetfoot Mac settles in between horses, rooming up with the rail. That is Peyton Place, saving the ground up on the outside. That's My Friend Linus. And the trailer, as they round the first turn, is Lay It On. On the front end, High Frequency leads it by a length and a quarter, with Fire Moon right there in second, 2 lengths further back. Along the rail, that's Peyton Place in third. Up on the outside, My Friend Linus, followed by Fleetfoot Mac, and a gap of 2 more to Lay It On, who continues at the back. Opening quarter in 23 and 4 as they make their way down the backstretch with High Frequency leading it by ahead. Fire Moon is right there in second, 3 lengths further back to My Friend Linus and Peyton Place side by side. Then a gap of 3 more to Fleetfoot Mac, and far back and maybe being pulled up, Lay It On appears to be struggling at the back of the pack. They race toward the half-mile marker. Opening half goes in 48 and 3. It's High Frequency on the inside, Fire Moon on the outside. 2 lengths to Peyton Place, and My Friend Linus and Fleetfoot Mac is your trailer now, as Laydon has dropped out of it. 3/8 to go on the front end. It's still High Frequency trying to fend off Fire Moon. Now Fleetfoot Mac will make a 3-wide move. Peyton Place toward the inside as they make their way around the bend, with My Friend Linus dropping back to essentially what is last right now as they hit the top of the stretch. High Frequency still holding on. The 6 went in 1:14. High Frequency at big odds leads it by a length and a half. Peyton Place toward the inside. Fleetfoot Mac begins to kick it in. Fire Moon between horses. Here comes Fleetfoot Mac surging on the outside. High Frequency is trying to battle back. Peyton Place along the rail. Fleetfoot Mac, Peyton Place, and High Frequency. Fleetfoot Mac will win it tight for a second. Peyton Place, I think, edging out High Frequency.
Fleetfoot Mac was fleet of foot today for Angel Suarez and Tim Ritchie, the owner. Janet Ritchie, Richard Ciarlo, Mike Sheehan, and Tim Ritchie Racing Stables Incorporated. And the odds-on favorite, now 2 straight races. We've had big favorites. This one paid $340, $240, $210. Peyton Place with Vargas, $340, $260. High Frequency with Uski, $520. Exacta, $1260. The Try, $93.60. Can't imagine the double would be much with 2 odds-on favorites, and I'm correct. It only paid $7.20 for $2. And the Super paid $92.80, and that winner was another Delaware certified winner. All right, we've been getting those at least one a day, it seems like. As we roll to the third, and the third would have been an interesting 2-year-old maiden special weight on the grass, but the rain prevented that from happening. So it was switched to the main track at 1 mile on the fast main track. Scratched the 5, 6, and 7. No odds on favorite this time, but 8-5 favorite, Super Courage. And here's Mr. John Curran.
We're about set. And they're off. Step slow was Sean Michon, but didn't lose very much ground. Up on the outside, Cryptocurrency. Super Courage down on the inside, vie for that early lead into that first turn. Caladan racing in third. Down toward the inside, that's Confessor. In the trailer is the slow starter, Sean Michon, moving up there on the outside, quickly into contention. But Cryptocurrency will lead him around the first turn by about a length and a half. Super Courage racing in second, followed by Caladan and Confessor toward the inside, and now Sean Michon is the trailer. Opening quarter in 24 and 3. Nice leisurely tempo being set by Cryptocurrency. Leads it by 2. Super Courage racing second length further back to Caladan. Confessor toward the inside, and Sean Michon about 5 lengths off the lead as they make their way toward the half-mile marker. It's still Cryptocurrency by about 2.5 over Super Courage. Half in 49 and 2 as they race into the turn. Caladan still going along in third, followed by Confessor, and Sean Michon continues at the back. 3/8 to go. Cryptocurrency now trying to pick up the tempo just a bit as Super Courage and Caladan trying to gain on the leader. 4 lengths further back to Confessor and Sean Michon with a quarter mile to go. Cryptocurrency still well rated on the front end by Carol Cedeno. Cuts the 6 furlongs in 14 and 4, turning for home. Cryptocurrency off the rail, leads it by 2. Super Courage still chasing. Caladan to the inside. A furlong to go. Caradel goes to work, and it's Cryptocurrency by 3 lengths. Super Courage running a bit greenly toward the outside. Down along the inside, it is Caladan, but it's going to be all Cryptocurrency to cash in here. Cryptocurrency by almost 3. Super Courage getting second. Caladan was third.
And Cryptocurrency taking the third for CC, Carol Cedeno. So she's already notched 2 wins to increase her lead in the jockey standings. Tony Pecoraro, third in the trainer standings, having a good meet, is the trainer of this one for the Black Cloud Racing. That's one of those syndicates, and I believe some of them are from Delaware, so let's call it a local winner there. 560, 280, 210. Super Courage with Pimentel. And by the way, Mike Trombetta, the trainer. Good to see Mike here today. 320, 220. And Caladan with Jeremy Rose, 280. Exacta 1460. Try $45. That double a little bit better, 1420. The pick 3, 1770. And there was no soup for you in that race. But that winner was another Delaware certified winner. That's 2 in a row. So it was a Delaware certified daily double. Fourth race is up next, and we had a scratch in here of the 6 Champions Maternal. This one's at 6 furlongs and a field of 5. Just in case you're new to this show, it tells you what race it is, race 4 up the top. Tells you the distance, 6 furlongs. A furlong is 1/8 of a mile, so this is 6/8 of a mile or 3/4. The purse, that's how much the owners get for coming in first, second, third, fourth, or maybe more these days. 14,000. I think the owner gets 60%, the winner does. And it's a claiming race. That means if you have the money, you can buy one of these horses for about $8,000. And then they have the numbers of the horses and their post position, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the different colors indicate red is always 1, white is 2, blue is 3, yellow 4, green 5. And then you have the jockeys' names. And that one in the bottom is in gray because it didn't run. It's scratched. That means it didn't run. Then way to the right, you have the closing odds, what the people around the country, not just here at Delaware, thought would be the best horse, and they thought it would be the 3, even though you probably can't pronounce it, Strong Back Steel Toes. And the one they thought had the least amount of chance to win was the 1, Pachi Cruz. All right, I think that covers all the information you get on that page. Now, for the fun part, the race.
5. We're about set. And they're off. Thaddeus breaks well toward the outside, has company though. Down toward the inside, that's Vibe and Pachi Cruz. My Giant also right there. 4 across the track in the first furlong. Only one taken back is Strong Back Steel Toes. On the front end, it's Pachi Cruz on the inside, Vibe on the outside, heads apart. Length further back to My Giant with Thaddeus a close-up fourth. About 4 lengths further back, Strong Back Steel Toes is your trailer as they race into the turn. Opening quarter, 22 flat. Good pace scenario set up for the favorite as they race into the turn. On the inside, Pachi Cruz. On the outside, it's Vibe. Then a length and a half to Thaddeus, who's moving closer. My Giant, and now Strong Back Steel Toes begins to lengthen stride as they race around the bend. They've got just over a quarter mile to go. Pachi Cruz still fending off Vibe. It's 2 lengths further back to Thaddeus. Strong Back Steel Toes trying to close in fourth as they turn for home. On the front end, Pachi Cruz is digging in. Pachi Cruz leads it by 2.5, 3 lengths now. Vibe toward the inside of Thaddeus, and Strong Back Steel Toes is flattened out dramatically. It's all Pachi Cruz going to KO this field. Pachi Cruz in front by about 5 lengths. Thaddeus getting up for second with Vibe third.
And how about that? The horse that was the longest shot in the field, Pachi Cruz, won the race. Pachi Cruz won it with Yomar Torres. The trainer, Claudio Gonzalez, having a real good meet also, winning at 40% or so. And MCA Racing Stable LLC, the owner. And here's what the horse paid, $20.80 to win. So if you bet $2 on Pachi Cruz, you got back $20.80 for a profit of $18.80. Not so bad in 1 minute and 10 and 4/5 seconds. $7 to place, $5.60 to show. So if you bet it to come in first, second, or third, you got $5.60 for this show bet. Thaddeus with Sheldon Russell paid $4.0380. Vibe with Garcia paid $4.40. Exacta $75. The try, $258. The $258.60, don't forget the 60. The $2 double, $29.60. The $1 pick 3, $56. And there was no super, but there was a pick 4, $1 173.70.
Claims.
Yes, claim person. In case you forgot, I remember I said you could buy one of these horses or claim one if you had $8,000. And apparently Jamie Ness did. And Jamie Ness claimed number 2 Vibe. So he'll be the trainer of that horse the next time it runs. All right, I think you've got all the basics down. Now we go to race number 5. King Koa was scratched, number 2, so that left 5 to go again. And the odds-on favorite, Stand Guard at 3 to 5. Here's Johnny.
And they're off. Polar City being hustled from the inside for that lead. Codename Raven is there. Malibu at Midnight moves up on the outside looking for a spot. Then comes your favorite Stand Guard, who angles to the inside nicely, and the trailer is Bannon. Racing around the first turn, Polar City wanted that lead and has it by about 2.5 lengths. Codename Raven settles in a second, a gap of 2 lengths to Stand Guard and Malibu at Midnight, who heads apart in third and fourth, and the trailer continues to be Bannon. Opening quarter in 24 and 3 as they straighten away. Polar City showing the way, leads it by still over 2 over Codename Raven. Stand Guard toward the inside is taken over third, followed by up on the outside Malibu at Midnight, and the trailer still Bannon. Only about 5 lengths separates this field as they make their way down the backstretch. Polar City on the front end, still by almost 2 over Codename Raven. Stand Guard moving on the inside. A length and a half further back to Malibu at Midnight, and Bannon continues at the back. Now much has changed in the first 5 furlongs. Half went in 48 and 3. They race into the turn, and now Stand Guard is making a run at that leader. Polar City on the inside, Stand Guard on the outside. Those two have opened up 4 lengths on the rest of them. Malibu at Midnight and Codename Raven. The trailer now Bannon continues at the back. Stand Guard moves up alongside of Polar City and has it by a length as they turn for home. The 6 furlongs in 12 and 4. Stand Guard leads it by a length. Polar City's game, though, not throwing in the towel, trying to battle back. It's 3 lengths to Codename Raven, and on the outside, Malibu at Midnight, still 4 with a shot, but it's Stand Guard leading it by a length and a half. On the outside, Codename Raven. Polar City is gamely trying to battle back on the inside. Here comes Codename Raven, gobbling up ground. Stand Guard hanging on. Stand Guard prevails by a
Stand Guard stood guard all the way and won it. A double for Angel Suarez and trainer Tim Ritchie. This one was owned by Scotty Karoom and Tim Ritchie Racing Stables Incorporated. 320, 240, 210. Codename Raven with Koa, 1060, 340. Polar City with Trevor McCarthy, 260. Exacta 2560, try 6880. That double paid 4240. The pick 3, 2720. And again, no super. You have to have 6 horses to have superfecta wagering. So when you're down to 5, there's no soup for you. Today we didn't have many superfectas because of off the turf races, and it's just scratches. So sometimes that happens, and we'll see how it affected the handle at the end of the day. Right now, though, we're looking at the field for the 6th. Now, this race was originally scheduled for the turf, but transferred. When it gets a little wet, the turf gets a little slippery out there. So for the safety of everybody and to not tear up the turf course too badly, they switch it surfaces when that happens, like it did today with all that rain we've gotten. So scratch 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 11, 12, and 13. So only 5 of them went postward, and the 3 to 5 odds-on favorite was Banana Anna. And the distance stays the same, 1 mile and 70, but on the fast main track.
And they're off. Toward the inside, Not Tonight. Birdie gets away well. Smile Big up on the outside quickly to challenge, and now crossing over rather easily will be Smile Big for that lead into the first bend. Not Tonight. Berta racing in second. Up on the outside, that's Be Good to Us as they make their way into the turn. So Good to Go follows up on the outside, and the trailer toward the inside is Banana Anna. They make their way around the first turn at a rather leisurely tempo. Smile Big enjoys a length and a half margin. Be Good to Us racing second up on the outside. That's So Good to Go as they straighten away down the back stretch. Followed by, up on the inside, moving up, that's Not Tonight Berta, and Banana Anna continues at the back. Opening quarter went in 25-1 as they canter along down the backside. Smile Big enjoys a 3.5 length margin. Not Tonight Bird on the inside. Be Good to Us is there, and next in line, that's So Good to Go. And Banana Anna continues at the back. About 4.5 lengths separates the field after a half, and a cozy 50 seconds flat. They race into the turn, and Smile Big enjoying the lead by 2 lengths. Up on the outside, that is moving up. So Good to Go into that second spot, going after the leader, followed by Not Tonight Berta on the inside. Banana Anna trying to mount a rally with a quarter to go. Smile Big still leads it by 2.5. On the inside, Not Tonight Berta, followed by So Good to Go as they hit the top of the stretch. It's Smile Big enjoying that margin and had no really anxious moments all the way around so far. And Smile Big begins to draw away. Banana Anna closing on the outside in the second, but no worries, mate, for the leader. That's Smile Big and Trevor McCarthy winning this one in hand in the final 7 yards. Banana Anna getting second, followed by Not Tonight Berta.
And if you bet on the 10, you're smiling big because that was the winner. Smile Big. Trevor McCarthy picked up that mount. Clever Trevor for Andy Simoff, continuing to do well. Drawing Away Stable, the owner. Smile Big returns $6, $2.60, $2.10. Banana Anna, the favorite with Koa, $2.20, $2.10. Not Tonight Berta, that was Bungie's pick for the turf. Ran pretty well on the turf today, finishing third with Cruz, $2.40. The Exacta 860, the Try 1520, the 510 Woolworths double 1040, pick 3 64.70, and again only 5 horses, so no superfecta. To the lucky 7th we go, and this one only had 4 horses. Scratch the 1 and the 5, so it's just 4 to go. The 6 furlongs in here. Odds on favorite here, Grandpa's Dream. Here's John.
And they're off. Malibu Action goes right for that lead. Up on the outside, Grandpa's Dream toward the inside overcame, and Jovis got away last as they make their way down the back stretch. Now Grandpa's Dream is going to challenge Malibu Action for that lead. They're head-to-head. 2 lengths to Overcame, racing in third, and the trailer is Jovis as they pass the half-mile marker. Opening quarter goes in 22-3, and on the front end, Grandpa's Dream now extends the margin to 2.5 lengths over Malibu Action. Same gap now to Overcame, followed by Jovis the trailer as they race into the turn. Grandpa's Dream leads it by 3. Malibu Action chasing. Jovis moves up on the outside. Overcame toward the inside. They're third and fourth, only about 4.5 lengths off the lead. With a quarter to go, Grandpa's Dream still going well. Well off the rail, leads it by 3.5 as they turn for home. Up on the outside, Malibu Action. Jovis between horses. Overcame has the rail. Those 3 across the track. But right now there's a solo leader, and it's Grandpa's Dream. And this one is striding away down the lane. Grandpa's Dream. And Angel Suarez notches his third of the day. Wins it by about 6 or 7. Malibu Action second best, followed by Overcame and Jovis.
And it was the favorite here, Grandpa's Dream, getting it done. Suarez with his 3rd win. Victor Carrasco Jr., the trainer, GLA Stable LLC, the owners. 360, 220, no show. The 4 Malibu Action with Carlos Hernandez, $3. The Exacta 780, no try. The double 1140, the pick 3, 1260. The pick 5, 650, 350, and once again, no superfecta. And that brings us to the 8th and final. Scratch the 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 14. This race originally scheduled for the turf. Boy, I remember in the old days, the last race of the day was always a turf race. I had a job in Westchester, and one of my jobs was taking the mail to the post office at the end of the day. So I would try to sneak out early, speed down to Delaware to get here for the last race on the turf. And nowadays it's usually an Arabian race, but here's one. Would have been on the turf, but off the turf. All right, so I gave you the scratches. I think it's time to watch the race.
And they're off. I Dream of Lois breaks well toward the inside, but is going to be out hustled for that lead on the far outside. Aviles and Clairvoyant in between horses, joined by 10 Penny Princess looking for a spot. And on the inside is Clairvoyant, on the outside Aviles, both in the bright green as they race around that first turn. They're going at it head to head. I Dream of Lois settles nicely in the third. 2 lengths further back to 10 Penny Princess and Speeding Starlet. 3.5 to All Good Times. Another 5 more to My One and Only as they make their way around the first turn. Opening quarter in an honest 23-3 as they reach the backstretch with Clairvoyant by a length over Aviles. 3.5 lengths further back to I Dream of Lois. 2.5 more to 10 Penny Princess. Followed by Speeding Starlet. A gap of 2.5 lengths to All Good Times and 6 more to My One and Only. As they make their way down the Delaware backstretch, and Clairvoyant showing the way still by a clear 2, maybe 2.5 lengths now over Aviles. I Dream of Lois begins to move up in third, followed by, on the outside, 10 Penny Princess. Speeding Starlet next to line, then All Good Times, and My One and Only's at the back. Half went in, 48 seconds flat, into the bend. Clairvoyant now rushing up on the outside. I Dream of Lois and Aviles between horses. 10 Penny Princess is right there in fourth in a good spot. Then a gap of 3 lengths to Speeding Starlet and All Good Times. Now Clairvoyant is dropping out of the scene as I Dream of Lois has the advantage as they turn for home. Dropping back is once again Clairvoyant. Aviles toward the inside is trying to battle back. Then 2.5 lengths further back to 10 Penny Princess. 3 with a shot, furlong to go. Between horses, I Dream of Lois. Coming on the outside, 10 Penny Princess. Down toward the inside, Aviles. It's I Dream of Lois and 10 Penny Princess. I Dream of Lois, 10 Penny Princess. Angel Suarez with a 4-bagger on the day. I Dream of Lois a good second, followed by Aviles and All Good Times up for fourth.
And it was 10 Penny Princess taking that one. Angel Suarez, what a day for him. 4 wins, congratulations. And this one, John Rigateri for the 3 Crowns Farm. $864, $360. I Dream of Lois with Rosado. $363 even. Aviles with Hamilton. $460. The exact at $39.80. They try. $167 even. The double. $28.20. The pick 3, $46.10. The pick 4, $98.80. And there was a superfecta in that race, and it paid 12-1, 13-11. The number's $503. And that is a wrap for the Wednesday miserable day. But we still did all right. We had the track stayed fast all day. Let's see what the handle was. With all those short fields, we still did 1.2 million. 1,272,834. We're just having a pretty good meet so far business-wise. That's good to see. Thank you for that, and thank you for watching. And now come on out tomorrow for more exciting races at Delaware Park. Good night, everybody.
Delaware Park. 7 yards to go. The mask is going to be